Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nemesis Prime 85 coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Quan Studios and EMP Studios upgrade kits for 3.0's DLX Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. So, to start things off, we will take a look at all the upgrades that I have purchased, along with some help from my girlfriend. She purchased a few of these just to help me out. So first, we'll start off with probably one of my favorite improvements are the feet. So one of the biggest problems I've had with DLX Prime, as you can see, are the feet are huge. They're not 100% accurate. To be fair, these aren't 100% accurate as well, but they do fix the problem of the massive feet. So we'll get closer and we'll look at it. As you can see, a lot of these are 3D printed and painted. We will talk about where I got all of these at the end of the video. So you can see some of the 3D print lines back up in there. But the toes are actually posable, and each of the little, the extra portions of his foot are also posable and movable, so you can angle them to your liking. And then the little blue bit does move. It's really tight, but it does. So you can also position that to your own liking. And these all, when shipped to you, might come detached. That's just to keep it from breaking. So there you have the feet. Next up, we have the torso kit. So the torso kit involves the new abs, the little hip area replacements, I don't know what to call that part of them, but those, and then the smokestack shoulder sections. So closer to this. And as you can see, very nicely painted, and the only problem with the ones on the figure right now is they are missing, why did my tripod just do that? They are missing the details on them. So you can see the X, all the other stuff. This one is just flat and does not include them. So, like I said, these are very nicely painted. I really don't know how the install is going to be on these because I literally just got these in 20 minutes ago. But looks like it should be simple enough. But the flames are nicely done. A little silver down there is nicely done. These are really, really nice kits. Next up, you've got the hip pieces with the headlights. And as you can see, the headlights are translucent. So they actually look like headlights instead of the painted silver ones on the figure itself. And they are just a little bit bigger and a little bit more accurate. And to install these, you've got the little pegs. So they're the ball joints. So we will go over installation in a minute. Then you've got these little bits. I'm not going to be able to install these in the video. I was really hoping he'd send little things to attach these, but if we actually look at the figure, you can see these will go down here. So I don't know how I'm going to attach those. Probably get some glue dots or something, or heck, maybe just little pieces of tape. And now the biggest thing I've been excited for with this kit is the new and improved shoulder sections, or the traps, or the smokestack areas, because the ones on him are super compact, not accurate really at all, and this does fix the problem. As you can see, you've got these windbreakers. I've never really known what they're called. I always just called them the angry truck eyebrows. But you can see they do move. They are just attached with a little pin and pinhole. Sorry, I keep raising these above my camera. You can see, nicely painted. Just really, really well done. The next upgrade, also from Quan. So these are all from Quan. The weapons aren't, and then we'll show you what's in that tin in a minute. But you can see we've got some posable hands. And these, I said the feet might be my favorite. That is my favorite. The feet are nice, but the hands are awesome. As you can see, they're very nicely painted, and they are completely posable. They do move in and out, so you can display them. The thumb is on a ball joint at the base, and they are all on hinges, so you can move them. I don't think, no. So that is not a hinge. That's not a hinge right there. So we've got 2 hinges on the thumb, and then the fingertip on all of those is posable, along with the knuckles, so you can actually ball these up into a fist. And it does actually look pretty dang good. And these are definitely a lot more accurate than the ones on the figure. I know you can't see them and I keep pointing to them, but we'll show the comparisons in a minute once we get to the installation process. So just opening these back up. They are pretty tight. They feel good. They feel sturdy. So yeah, I would definitely recommend all of these kits. And you do get 2 of them. Only downside with these kits are they are very expensive. I have spent more than I spent on the figure getting all of these kits. So that's fun. But before we get to the last thing from Quan, we will talk about EMP Studios weapons. So as you can see, we have the hooks from Revenge of the Fallen. Very nicely painted. As you can see, they just peg in where the hands peg in. We'll go over that again during installation. So yeah, you get 2 of those. And then one of my favorite things from EMP is the new upgraded swords. So if you come in here, you get it. As you can see, these swords tab in or peg in on the ball joint, which is more accurate to the movies up to Dark of the Moon. So you can see with one that came with the DLX figure, it just slotted into the arm. If you've watched my review or you own this figure, you've seen how these swords work. But these are more accurate. They go into the pegs, and it just, it looks so much better in my opinion. So again, we will show all of these off soon, and you do get 2 of those. So just putting those off to the side. And now, the best upgrade for this figure is Quan Studios head. So you get a little bag, comes with the mouth plate, and then some jet power pieces, extra battery, and then as you can see in there, there's the head, and then you have the top of the head for the jet power accessories. I will show those off eventually, but getting the head out here, just make sure you're careful because this thing is amazing. Let me try and get those lights on. It's got a touch sensor on the top of his head that turns the lights on. You can't really see it. I wonder if we turn the light box off. There you go. So there you can see the Quan Studios head for Optimus. Very detailed, just 100 times better than the one that actually comes on the figure. But yeah, there you go. And this is the most pricey thing out of all the kits. You can see all the Cybertronian glyphs on him. Very detailed, very nice. And he does come with, like I said, the jet power pieces and the mouth plate. So we will do a comparison with all the other pieces in a minute. But yeah, there is the head. Make sure you turn the light off. And to turn the light on, there is a touch sensor on the top. I don't know if that, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but you just tap it and eventually, like I said, the lights will turn on and they look really good. So yeah, there is the upgrade head. And like I said, I will show you the rest of the parts to it in a minute. So now we will get down to some comparisons and then onto the installation process. So I'm gonna get the feet off this guy, the head and the hands, and we'll do some comparisons. So here you can see our naked Optimus Prime with all of the pieces removed that we are going to be upgrading. As you can see, a lot of the pieces that come off actually do come off for the Jetfire combination, including like the feet, the shoulders. I'm pretty sure you do actually remove the side mirrors. Don't quote me on that. I still haven't picked up a Jetfire. If they ever do reissue this Prime, I might, or pick up that MC 003, I think is the name of it. The fourth party just recast of this figure and then put him with Jetfire, but still haven't decided. So here for some comparisons. First off, we have the feet. As you can see, we've got the massive foot that came on the figure and the new, more accurate foot from Quan. Definitely an improvement in my opinion. As you can see, just how much bigger it is. It's kind of hard to show it on camera. But there you have the feet. Going over the hands, you can see the back of the wrists is a lot more defined than it is on 3.0s. It's kind of just smoothed out and doesn't look so great. Even the detail on the inside of the palm is there, but looks a lot better on Quan's articulated hands. For the shoulder smokestack sections, you can see. So this one is a bit longer and goes over the gap in the shoulders there. See, the windbreaker, whatever it's called, is more accurate than the one on 3.0s. Smokestack is more accurate. Doesn't have the weird divots in it. So there you have that. For the little hip sections, this is Quan's, this is 3.0s. As you can see, Quan's is a little bit more accurate, a little bit more detail, and then the headlights do look substantially better. Then you have the best upgrade here, and that is the head, comparing it next to 3.0s. Always hated the 3.0 head, so that made me justify Quan's. As you can see, Quan's is just so much more accurate. And you do get the option for a battle mask, so I will show you guys that right now. And here you can see the battle mask options with the two heads. You can see on the Quan head, you do have the Cybertronian glyphs on the battle mask, whereas on the 3.0 you don't. And you've got the extra little fins on his head. Just a lot more detail, a lot more accurate to what we saw in the Michael Bay movies. And if we turn the light off here, you can see how much better the head looks when lit up as well. Sorry. So there you go with the Quan heads. And now I will show you guys the jet power options for this head. And here you can see the jet power configuration for this head. Very accurate, very cool looking. Really hoping to someday get this actually on a jet power prime, but we'll see. Like I said, it's very accurate, very cool looking, very easy to switch out. You just remove the chin section, remove the little discs on the side, and then pop off the top of the head. So, yeah, there you go. And I can't really compare it with the official 3.0 head because the jet power pieces come with Jetfire. So there you have that. Now we're going to get back to the regular head and finally install all of these upgrades onto Optimus. So after a lot of cleanup, finally we will get into the installation of all these kits. So first thing we will do is the feet. So we will get Prime out of his stand, and the feet exactly like the official ones, literally just slot into the existing hole, and you just wiggle those up, make sure everything looks good. And there's one. Now on to the second. Again, just wiggle that up in there and it will stop itself eventually. Balance him out, and there you have the brand new and improved feet. So as you can see, they're no longer huge. You can pose them however you want with the ability to move all of the extra little bits to them. So there you have that. Next, just making our way up the body. Next, let's do the hands. The hands I have been using on him for a few months now because I have been waiting for this last kit for 5 months now. So this video has been a long time coming, but it will do one of the posable hands, and as you can see, definitely fits the size of this figure more. My biggest complaint with all the stock pieces, like the head, the hands, they were tiny, and then the feet, they were huge. So there were a lot of things on him that weren't proportionally right as they should be, and like I said, these do detach, and this one's always been loose right out of the box. So there. is the first upgrade. Now, instead of the second hand, so you can do either the joint blade or the hooks. I've never actually installed the hooks before, so let's see. Oh, that was really simple. So you can have the hooks, or how I've been doing it, the swords. Now let's see. I've been using one of them, so one of them is loose. I would rather not snap the peg off. So, yeah, there we go. Then you can have the joint sword, and you can see how much more accurate and cooler that looks. Now, in certain poses, yes, I do like having the hands attached with the swords coming out, because it does look cool in some poses, but I'm an accuracy guy. That's why I've spent the same amount of the figure on upgrades. So, had to purchase these swords. He does also have jointed sword, not jointed swords, handheld swords that go with the posable hands in case you're wanting to do the Dark of the Moon look, where he was holding the swords. We'll talk about the rest of his upgrades later, but I thought I'd just point that out. So again, hooks and swords. Just continuously making our way up the body. We get the new hip sections, and these, they look like they just peg in to that. That might be a little hard. I might have to do this off camera if it fights me. So whenever the camera's on, nothing goes according to plan. Yep, I'm going to do this off camera. I will be back in a second. Okay, so there are those installed, and I don't know how easy this is going to be for you guys to tell the difference, because I've been looking at this figure for over a year now, but these are some sweet upgrades. These do make it look a lot more accurate. They kind of round out the gut section a little bit. I love the little translucent headlights. These do actually rotate. I didn't realize that until I was shoving it on there and thought I broke something, but you can rotate those, and it does look very good. Now, for the ab sections, I do not know how easy these are going to be to get on and off, but they've just got the clips and the little spot to clip it. So how's this going to work? So it looks like you want to get it under the window. Okay, I am also going to do this off camera just to be safe. That's not on there yet, but you can just get the idea. Like I said, you just got the clips, clip it on right there. I'm going to do this off camera. I don't want to break anything. Okay, so when you are installing those, the clips aren't as defined as the actual 3.0 ones, so it does take a little bit of fiddling and a lot of force, a lot more force than I am really comfortable with, but if you do it properly, it does seat in properly. I just said properly twice. How you like that? But as you can see, once you get that in there, it looks a lot better. Do be careful trying to push it in, because it does like to pop out and scuff up the windows, which I did accidentally do, but hey, it's battle damage. This is the Revenge of the Fallen version after all. And then you can finally put the side doors back on, cover up those gaps, and holy crud, is he looking good. Can't wait to stick the head back on there. Next up, you've got the shoulder bits, and these do just peg in the exact same way the official ones did. And that does look really good. I don't think that's down all the way, though. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I don't think that's all the way down. I could try and, yeah, it looks like that. A little popped up, but I'll fix it up, get everything seated properly in a second. See, there's the more accurate shoulder sections. Yeah, these do kind of stick up a little bit. I'm going to go, again, there's a lot of off-camera crap, but I'm trying to make this perfect. So I will be back in another second. Okay, I got those as situated as I could. So as you can see, I know this might upset a lot of people, but the windbreakers, I'm going to keep calling them that until somebody tells me I'm wrong. They don't actually sit on the windows. In a lot of scenes in these movies, they actually did not touch the windows. And if you do that, they're too far up. So that's why you have the ability to move them as you choose. But as you can see, he is looking a lot better. These do on camera, they look a lot longer than they actually are, but I'd say that's a pretty accurate height. Again, I really don't know how I'm going to do it, but these bits do just go down there and make it more detailed. It's either I just use a bit of super glue, which I don't really want to do, but that might have to be the solution. But now for the final and best upgrade to complete this guy, we have the Quan head. And I've used this thing a lot, and for some reason, now that the camera's on, it wants to fight me. Get in there. There we go. And oh boy. There we have the new and improved DLX Optimus Prime. And holy crud, the months of waiting for these kits paid off, because he looks 10 times more accurate than he originally did. Holy crap. Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is the first time I'm actually seeing it like fully assembled, because I just got the torso kit. But oh man. Oh, does he look good. Oh, I love that. Oh, I have such a big smile on my face right now. It's been my dream since I was a little kid to have like the perfect Michael Bay Optimus Prime, because to me, this is Optimus Prime. This is what I grew up with. I'm a huge Michael Bay movie fan because that was my introduction to Transformers. I know a lot of people hate it, but it'll always have a special place in my heart. I will say, though, Rise of the Beast movie. The Rise of the Beast was it's probably the best Transformers movie. It was very good, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this guy. Oh, man. Oh, he looks so good. So we can get in. Now look at the details. See the feet. More accurate. They sit nicely. Only real complaint about the feet is every time you put them back down, you have to like readjust everything because they move very easily. Way back up. I just punched my setup. It's got the new bits right there. I know it's not really his hips, but it's close. I really just... I wish those just clipped on right there, but I don't know how to do that. You can see the new chest looks so much more accurate with the new head and the shoulder area. He looks so good. Oh, man. I wish I had a second so that I could put them side by side out here, but let's try and... I've got one of these weird tripods with like the weird posable arms. I want to try and get you guys centered down there with him. Probably should have done this off camera, but hey, if you guys are subscribed, you know what you're getting into with these videos. They are not scripted out or anything. But, oh man. Oh, I'm so happy. He looks really good. Let's turn these lights off so you can see the eyes. And some natural lighting instead of the blaring studio lights. But, oh man, he looks really good. You can see the head is a lot bigger than the official one. Definitely looks a lot better on this body. The new abs and shoulders make him look really good. These new traps. You can't see the feet, but the feet look really good too. Oh man, he looks so cool. I keep saying it, but this is making me so happy. I've wanted to do this forever, and I've been waiting months for this kit. So there you have that. Now I guess I will showcase real quick how to swap the mouth plate on Prime, because I kind of just glossed over that really quickly. So I'm going to just get it out of the little plastic bag that it came in. Let you guys just sit there and bask in his glory. If we just come up here and remove the head again. So to remove this, we'll first go over the battery. To replace the battery, you just pop the top of the head off. Come down here. You take this guy off. You take the mouth off, and then you take the entire front of the head and you pull it off, and that's how you switch the battery. You just take this guy out. Battery's right there, and you can see the LEDs. This is the actual touch sensor. I'm gonna get that lodged in there. There we go. See, that's how that works. Now, I just want to slide front of the head back on. Make sure it's secured. And in here you can kind of see the print lines on it. I believe these are resin printed. Don't quote me on that. But then we'll just stick the top of the head back on. And now to swap the mouth plate, you pull it off, put the mouth back on, and then you just take the little chin bit and it just pegs in down there. Again, you can have him with or without the mouth plate. And just be careful when you're pushing it on so you don't bend the extra fins in the back. But yeah, I am an Optimus with a mouth lover. I loved him having his mouth back in the movie in Res of Beast. But as much as I do like having the mouth, it's prime. You gotta have him with the mouth plate on, and I just sent that across the setup. Let's get back here and grab you. Pop you back on. Make sure it's sitting properly. Let's get everything situated. So yeah, there you go with all of the Quan kits. It doesn't really affect articulation. Only thing I can really think of it affecting is when you raise the arms up, it might run into that. So you probably can't get those up as high. Let's see. Yeah, unless you want to bend the crap out of it like I just did. That wasn't good. Well, you can't really raise on the massive inner joint anymore, but you can still raise at the shoulders. The feet doesn't affect anything. You get the new posability with the fingers. Everything still moves as it did on the old pieces. Yeah, so there you finally have him. Again, this can hold the gun. It's just a little bit of a pain to get on him. Get one last look up in there. Bring him closer for the end of the video. So now we will talk about where you can get these pieces. So if you go on Instagram, you'll find a profile named Dino Model Shop. Dino Model Shop, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. But he is probably the #1 retailer for custom high-end pieces. As far as I know, he doesn't actually make them. He just sells them. So for Optimus, you have all these Quan pieces, which we've gone over today. You've got the EMP weapons. EMP also has a Dark of the Moon kit, which gives you the new ab sections. I'll cover that up, and then the new sides of the arms. He's also got the axe and the shield from Dark of the Moon. He has a different head from, I believe it's EMP. I think it's EMP. I might be remembering that wrong. But theirs is I don't know if it's better. I don't want to say it's better, but there's the lights in the eyes are a little bit more accurate. And it comes in 2 different heads. So you've got the jet power and the standard. So you're going to have to pay 2 separate payments. He's got other kits for the other DLX figures. He's about to release a new head for the Bumblebee movie Prime and the Last Night Optimus. He's got a lot of kits. I can't go over all of them, but let's go over pricing. These kits are expensive. The torso kit with the shoulders, the gut, the hips, and then these little guys, $80. A lot of money for not much stuff, but if you're in the market, they're there. The hands for 2 of them, $50. The feet, $75. The head, $95. Oh. The swords, I believe, were $25. The hooks were $15. And then I think the axe and the shield are $25. I think you get those together. I'm not real sure. Don't quote me on any of this. It's been 6 months since I bought a lot of the kits. But yeah, like I said, they're very expensive kits, but they are very, very well made. Like, I am thoroughly impressed with everything I've gotten from him so far. He's located in Hong Kong, but he ships very quickly. This took less than a week to get to me. and I am in Utah. So from Hong Kong to Utah usually takes upwards of 2 to 3 weeks, depending on who he's shipping with. But he always ships at USPS to me. So his shipping is very quick. He's very organized. He's very helpful. Like the head came with 2 masks instead of a mask and a mouth. He shipped one to me free of charge. Like, he's very helpful. If you're in the market to get a lot of these kits, I would highly recommend you do, because I like this figure 10 times more than I did before, and it's now worth double the price. So, yeah, there you have that. Again, just get on Instagram, Dino Model Shop. He takes payment through PayPal only, and you just need to DM him for pricing and stuff. He will not respond to comments a lot of the time. So just keep that in mind when you're purchasing things. But yeah, so here you have the Quan Studios upgrade kits. If you're wanting to buy these, everything, all of the Quan stuff is in stock right now. They're going to go fast, so if you do want them, I'd recommend you get them. As far as I know, the hooks and the swords are still in stock. He's got an evasion mode kit you can do, which just gives you the new chest and the forearms. Again, the Dark of the Moon. He's got a Jetwing pack coming. Like, he's got everything you can think of. It blows my mind every time I look at his profile. But, again, Dino Model Shop. Check him out. Even if you're not going to buy anything, I definitely recommend following him, because he's got some cool stuff. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload. Got a couple more uploads coming out fairly soon. I have the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 3-pack showing up supposedly tomorrow, if FedEx gets their crap together. But yeah, if you've been here for a while, my upload schedule doesn't exist. It's just, if I get something I think warrants a review, I'll throw it up. But yeah. So again, subscribe. I will take requests through comments. I do have some collection videos. I might be doing another one soon, because I've reorganized a lot of stuff, added a lot of stuff. So if you see anything you want me to review, or there's a figure you want me to purchase, work is going a little good right now, so I might be making enough to feed my addiction. But yeah, let me know if there's something you want me to review, because I'm always open to suggestions for new figures. Mostly Optimus Primes, because I have a lot of those. But yeah, make sure you leave a like on the video, because that does help me out, and it lets me know if you guys want more videos like this. So, there you go. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.